He knocked me over. I landed on the dog bowl.
This one's wife. It doesn't look good for you. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Popularity is important to certain narcissists. Popularity provides two things. Being popular demonstrates that a large section of society, tertiary sources, remains under control, and that's important to the narcissist. Furthermore, popularity equals the provision of fuel, adoration, appreciation, admiration. All of that amounts to positive fuel. Therefore, by being popular, two of the prime aims are addressed. Furthermore, popularity can also translate into assisting with the management of the facade and possibly causing those people that like the relevant narcissist to spend money on them. Thus, two further residual benefits are obtained. Popularity matters to this one's wife because of those aspects I've just described. She doesn't think to herself, if I'm popular, I can control people. If I'm popular, I can draw fuel from them. If I'm popular, that means they'll spend more money on me. What she thinks is, I want people to like me because I'm eminently likable. Furthermore, I want to demonstrate that I'm more popular than the royal family. Because she failed to cause the royal family to bend to her will, her narcissism thereafter causes her to want to outpopular, if you will, other members of the royal family, particularly the nemesis, Catherine, and the one that got away, William. Her narcissism strives to cause her to make herself more popular. Naturally, subconsciously, for the aspects of the prime aims I've just mentioned, and it conjures up the idea in the head of this one's wife that she needs to do this to get one over on the royal family. That's the motivating factor for her. Accordingly, we've seen quite the PR blitz as of late. While she's never been shy from ensuring that there's a steady trickle of PR puff pieces, she's certainly been in overdrive as a consequence of the appearances at Whistler, then making sure that we knew that she'd been out for lunch and for dinner, that we knew that she'd been hanging out with Michael Bublé, that she'd been on another ski trip with some friends, that she was seen in Texas, that she went to Uvalde and held a birthday cake, that she was seen at a barbecue, that she turned up with a video message in relation to a dogs charity in London, and there's continued the slew of PR puff pieces, and even looking to get in on the action surrounding the old Photoshop nonsense that has taken place in relation to Catherine. Thus, she has been working hard, at least by her standards, to try and cultivate popularity, to try and get the public to start to like her. We know she has her supporters. You can spot them as a consequence of their poor English and their idiotic comments on X. But she needs more. She needs more popularity. She needs more supporters, because there has been a steady tide that has turned against her, with more and more people becoming disinterested in her behaviour or just waiting for the inevitable train wreck to arrive at the railway station of oblivion. Accordingly, this one's wife has been attempting to manage that facade and increase her popularity. But has it worked? Well, Catherine Mayer-Fennell writes in The Express, fans name their favourite royal couple, and Harry and this one's wife might want to look away now. Prince Harry and this one's wife have been voted the fourth most popular couple in the royal family. Fourth. Well, it could be worse, but that's not what would be going through this one's wife's mind should she be aware of this poll. Fourth? Fourth? Why am I not first? Surely I must be the most popular, and particularly after all of the effort that I've been making as of late. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex received 3,864 votes, meaning they just missed out on a podium finish. However, the couple at number 1 stormed ahead of all the competition. Prince William and Princess Kate came out on top, miles ahead of everyone else, with 49,602 votes. So that is somewhat 16,000 or 16 times more votes or thereabouts than those received by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. 16 times more. 16 times more popular. A huge gulf. In second place were King Charles and Queen Camilla. They got 4,492 votes, so they were second by some margin. Then rounding out the top 3, in third place, were Prince Edward and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, with them receiving 3,892 votes. The other royal couples in contention were Princess Anne and Sir Tim Lawrence, Zara and Mike Tyndall, Princess Beatrice and Edoardo Mozzi, and Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooks Bank. Harry and this one's wife put in a respectable performance as they beat 5th place popular royal Zara and Mike Tyndall, who finished just behind with 3,852. Anne, Beatrice and Eugenie and their spouses came in 6th, 7th and 8th place with 3,050, 351 and 107 votes, respectively. Great news for Prince William and Catherine. Not so good news for this one's wife. That demonstrates the recent popularity push hasn't worked. It's not a surprise, but she will be at a loss as to understand why in this particular poll she has not come higher. She believes that she should be universally adored because she's a wonderful, inviting, kind, empathic person. But the votes have been cast, and in this particular poll, it's a comprehensive defeat, sending her and Has No Balls to 4th position, way, way behind William and Catherine. Were it the case that this one's wife were made aware of this poll, she would be less than happy. It would infuriate her. It wouldn't be the case that she would take any comfort from finishing 4th ahead of other royals. All she would see would be the gulf between her and William and Kate, that she was some over 40,000, over 45,000 votes behind them. This would infuriate her, and it would cause her to need to assert control over them indirectly by no doubt shouting and screaming at Harry as him to say, I don't know what went wrong, my little pumpkin. But this demonstrates that no matter how hard this one's wife tries, she simply is not going to attain the popularity that she requires. We all know the reason for this. It's because she's an unpleasant individual, and there's lots of evidence that shows this. And it's now beyond the pale. The people have simply had enough of her, and she can't be rehabilitated. But unfortunately, it's not going to stop her from keep trying. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.